So when you're working with absolute value symbols, like I have up here this problem, 2 times the absolute value of 2x plus 3 is equal to 10. Your best bet, because you want this absolute value symbol to be alone, so I'm just going to divide both sides by 2, because that'll get the absolute value of 2x plus 3 alone. So the absolute value of 2x plus 3 equals 5. Now remember, that means, whatever's in here, when I take the absolute value of it, it has to equal 5, which means that 2x plus 3 might be 5. But 2x plus 3 might also be negative 5, because it would be okay to have a negative 5, for example, in there, because when I take the absolute value of that, I get 5. So now I have 2 equations, and I'm going to solve them each. So this equation here, x equals 1. Over here, though, it's going to be something completely different. Negative 5 minus 3 is negative 8, and when I divide both sides by 2, I get x is negative 4. Now notice when I take that back up to this equation, the absolute value of 2 times negative 4 plus 3 is the same as the absolute value of negative 8 plus 3, which is the absolute value of negative 5, which equals 5. So I get 2 answers. X is 1 and x is negative 4. Yet another one like that. This time I'm using a greater than symbol. So in this case, the absolute value of 3x minus 5, so this whole thing, the absolute value of this is greater than 13. This is a little trickier because we're working with a greater than symbol rather than working with equal sign. But basically, if 3x minus 5 is greater than 13, then that'll work. But I also have to think about the case that 3x minus 5 is less than negative 13. Because remember, if this is a negative 14 or a negative 15 or any number that's less than negative 13, when I take its absolute value, it'll turn positive and then it'll be greater than 13. So the trick here, or the shortcut, is just to flip the sign and make that number negative. Now once again, I have 2 things that I'm solving for. So I see here that x is greater than 6. But I can also solve over here, and I get 3x has to be less than negative 8. So x is less than negative 8 thirds. So again, I have 2 answers. I'll just leave it both like that.